Kendrick Lamar, Kenny Duckworth nominated for 10 VMAs, 10 Video Music Awards, fam. The man is up for Artist of the Year, Video of the Year, Best Album, Best Hip Hop, Best Collaboration, Best Cinematics, Best Choreography, Best Direction, Best Art Direction, and Best Editing. Look, he's the most nominated hip hop artist. This is going down Sunday, September 7th at the UBS Arena in Elmont, New York. Look, him and Drake battling each other. Drake only got one nomination, Best Hip Hop. It's either going to be GNX or it's going to be some sexy songs for you. Look, drop it in the comments. Everybody know this is just another thing that Kendrick Lamar is going to dominate. And I like Drake. I like him. But these awards ain't for him right now. They all going to Kendrick. Kendrick nominated 10 times. The man going to be walking out like this. DJ Vlad throwing shots at 4 Extra. He say 4 Extra blew his hand off and requested $50,000 for an interview. He say ain't no YouTuber gonna be able to pay him that kind of cash, and the only way he's gonna get that bag if the fire department wants to interview him, like as trying to ban fireworks. Like, hello, my name is 4 Extra, and I blew off my own hand. Look, DJ Vlad made a joke out of it, a fucking joke. I'm just being honest, just being real, and it's pretty hilarious, bro. When you hear Vlad showing his personality, you can't help nothing but laugh and fuck with him because he got a point, dog. He got a point. The man won 50K, but he wasn't worth but tree before the accident. All they gonna give him is about 1,500 right now. Yeah, you could talk about it, but it don't paint you in a good light, man, especially when they hit a real story. Drop it in the comments. Soulja Boy gun charges dismissed. Now, when he was arrested, everybody had something to say about Big Draco. Everybody thought it was over for him. Look, prosecutors decided not to pursue charges tied to the case, tied to the arrest. Look, they said they declined the case due to lack of evidence. Didn't have enough on him. Wasn't his. You know what I mean? He was the passenger in the automobile. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. I say this all the time. Rappers are trophies. If you don't got something within reach, you're an asshole. You just be honest. You can't ride by yourself. You got to ride with him. Why? You're riding with him or you're riding with stupid because if the cops pull you over, that's his gun. Yeah, that's his gun. Maybe the dude didn't speak up in time. He didn't know what was going on. Nigga, that's your pistol, whether you knew about it or not. That's just how the game goes. You got to be the fall guy because guess what? Your homeboy has the money. Drop it in the comments. A$AP Rocky starring in a new film, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Yeah, this is not a leading role for the boy. The boy is just part of the supporting cast, but this ain't about that. This shows you the boy is in his bag right now. Yeah, what you don't see in music, you're gonna see in movies right now. This is coming out right after Highest to Lowest, the Spike Lee directed flick that he's starring in alongside Denzel Washington. I like it. I like it. I'm an actor at heart. I'm trying to get in the pictures. You know what I mean? So me seeing him do this, him and MGK, they both doing it. Look, bro, this new movie, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, is from directors Mary Bronstein and A24. You even got Conan O'Brien in there. It's about a mother with mental health struggling to take care of a sick daughter. This is a dope movie. Shout out A$AP Rocky for even getting out there like that. Drop it in the comments. DJ Akademiks throwing shots at Metro Boomin. He said the futuristic summer was lackluster. Fans was looking for bigger artists, but he opted into the likes of Travis Porter, Roscoe Dash, J Money, and them type. Look, the CD is dope. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Everything ain't for commercial purposes. This is some shit for Atlanta. Drop it in the comments. J Money started Sauce Walker, started Albert. Albert wouldn't be around if he had never met J Money, which comes with a lot of people from back in the day. Shout out J Money, fam. Yeah, I ain't just heard the whole album yet. I'ma get into it when I can, you know what I mean? When the wind blows me that way, I'm going to check it out. You know what I mean? But DJ Akademiks, look, Metro Boomin responded. He said, if you start listening to rap in 2017, sit down. This one ain't for you. You wouldn't understand that. I feel the same way. Plus, you got T.I. and everybody else sprinkled around the album. Shout out Metro Boomin. Drop it in the comments, man. Scores from the playground. Camron throwing shots at Omar Gooden. Look, he posted a picture of Omar Gooden on IG when he was a kid, starring in some Nickelodeon shit. Look, bro, he say he back in America, and he got 3 weeks before the podcast start up. He said, you still want to play? You're a Nickelodeon kid. Be careful, nigga. LOL. Look, Omar say that ain't going to end well for him. It's only going to backfire on you. Best thing he could do is try to get in that booth and come with some bars. He say he's already reloaded. This is in response to the diss track Omar Gooden dropped on Camron. Look, it's a whole lot of things that could be said about old Camron. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real, bro. He was a freaky nigga doing freaky things. You know, I think he got extra freaky when he was doing all that pink shit. Let's just be honest. Jaguar Wright got a whole lot to say about old Camron. Maybe it come out, maybe it's not. It don't, but yeah, we'll see. Drop it in the comments. And Scores from the playground. Lil Baby canceled his Dominique album. Look, this was originally expected to hit platforms in February, right after Wham. Right after Wham, he said Dominique was coming out. It's supposed to be something like real personal to him. He scrapped it. Yeah, he scrapped it. Now he got a new album dropping, The Leaks, compiled of 17 tracks that you might have heard. They leaked. You know what I mean? White got The Leaks. You got Young Thug on this, Playboy Cardi B, Schooler, plus more. We'll see where it's going. They say Wham was trash. Wham was trash, fam. He couldn't put out 2 albums that failed to chart. Couldn't do it, you know what I mean? Couldn't do it. He had to get the streets something. Had to feed the streets. Why? That's what pays him, fam. He's in the music industry. You can't just keep putting out lame projects and thinking, you know what? I'm doing it my way, though. You got to do what the people want. Drop it in the comments. Just being honest, just being real. Joe Budden throwing shots at Drake. He said that new record, Which One with Central C, is garbage. You know what I mean? He say that shit sucks. It debuted at number 23 on the Billboard Top 100. He say Iceman may not be as hot as they paint it out to be. He say he don't think he gonna be able to fuck with it. Don't look like it's shaping up to be that album of the year that Drake is going for. Look, Iceman is expected to drop in October. Which One is I ain't just played it enough. You know what I mean? It's I. It didn't just leave that lasting effect. I got to be honest. I got to be real. But the first one, what did I miss? Look, this is 2 questions. That's all that boy doing. He asked 2 questions. Which one and what did I miss? It'll come together. Trust me. It will come together. This is going to be a cohesive project. And I do think it's going to outsell that GNX shit. I'm just being honest, just being real. Look, Kendrick Lamar expanded his Grand National Tour. Yeah, this is the Australian dates. We all know Schoolboy Q is joining them for some of them dates where he's added 2 new shows. One in Melbourne, December 4th at the AAMI Park, and the other one is in Sydney at the Alien Stadium, December 11th. Doechii will be joining this man in Australia. Look, everybody likes Doechii. Obviously, some people say she's an industry plant. I don't know. I just know she got more listeners, monthly listeners on YouTube than Eminem. You know what I mean? Look, bro, that's legendary, historic. Why? She only been around 6 months, man. I'm just being honest. I'm fucking around. She's been around a little longer than that, but look here, fam. She's gonna be joining him in Australia, like it or not, and most people like it. You know what I mean? It's brought to you by PF Lang. Shout out Kendrick Lamar. He's gonna ride it till the wheels fall off, fam. Look, 50 Cent throwing shots at Ice Cube. Look, Cube new movie, Waterworld, dropped on Amazon Prime. Based on over 1,000 views, it got a 16% on a popcorn meter. Now, the critics did it bad. Yeah, the critics did it bad. They say it was 90 minutes of torturous content. You know what I mean? Glitchy video clips and glad to do some actors running around the streets with a camera in their face pretending to be scared. You know what I mean? Look, they gave it a 0%. 50 Cent say, bro, how do you get a 0%? Look, I went to it. I was kind of about to check. I thought it was a documentary or something. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. It just, you don't want to see Cube like that. When you see Cube like that, man, you should have put that shit on Tuesday. You know, nobody rocking with it. And you want to see Cube on some Friday shit or something like that. It's just stay in your lane. That's when you got a certain thing, you're typecast in a way. Just stay in your lane. They don't want to see you do that type of shit. You just sitting in front of a computer looking all weird. You know, drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.